Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Kicking It with Gab N Chuch.
I am Gab.
I'm Chuch.
Yeah, Chuch is going with a brand new accent. It's definitely good to be back, though. Good Champions League week for sure. Super entertaining. I went with the Champions League old throwback Leipzig kit. If you know the club's team, this was the kit back in the day when everyone was living, when times were good. Had to buy it a long time ago. It was only like $30 at the time, years ago. We're going to start it off with a Champions League recap. Chuch is going to jump in on that, and then we'll jump into the Premier League preview for the weekend. Big week was up today, or this week, and big weekend to follow. So let's go ahead and look at the Champions League recap right after our goal or banger of the week.
I mean, opening game, banger of the week. Christian Pulisic, Olympico. Could have easily been saved. Keeper completely
mistakes there for sure.
blunder.
Erling Haaland had a really good goal, pretty acrobatic. Wouldn't say banger, but I'm gonna go goal of the week on that one. But there was a lot of really good games this week for sure. So let's jump into our games.
Boom. Yeah, like I said, opening game, Milan, Club Brugge 3-1, Pulisic, Olympico. Reinders with the other two goals for them. Very strong game from Milan, considering lost the other two games, so it's good for them to get their first point.
Yeah, it was looking pretty scary at the beginning. I mean, they got the goal, but then the red card came. We thought it was going to be a one-sided game. They get the goal back about 10, 11 minutes later, but then at the end, yeah, Milan stepped up. Got a couple really, really good team goals on that one, but I say there was some pretty insane saves from Mike Mignon. Arguably, could have changed the game for them on a few saves. But yeah, I really liked that one. That was a pretty entertaining one to watch, especially the morning one. Definitely was one of the morning ones. Was the morning one to watch for me.
Yeah, and going on to the other game, we had Monaco Red Star 5-1 thrashing.
Yeah.
Minamino shines, 2 goals.
Yeah, the Monaco, I mean, we've been saying they're pretty dang good right now. I think I said they were second in Ligue 1, so that's pretty good for them. It's one of their better seasons that they've had, and we'll see. I mean, they're looking pretty dang strong for sure. One of the top Champions League clubs right now, so yeah.
Yeah. Moving on to the next game, Arsenal, Shakhtar. Arsenal, not as a convincing win. The one goal does come from an own goal, and Trossard had a penalty that he missed.
Tough way to lose for sure.
Yeah. Arsenal played okay. They to dominate what is I would say an overstatement. Played. I feel like they just played good enough. I did expect them to bounce back a lot stronger, considering they lost this past weekend, and this was the game to do it, and they kind of I feel like they let themselves down, and then also Calafiori did come off injured, so another key injury.
I don't know. They were saying it was kind of bad, but it didn't look too bad for me. But yeah, either way, I mean, definitely not as convincing from Arsenal. Especially, he said they were going to be pretty dang good coming up for the weekend. So we will see, but we'll see what happens. I'm not too convinced on Arsenal just yet. I'm probably going to, talk about that once we get into our match of the week for the Premier League.
Agreed. Another Prem team, Aston Villa Bologna, 2-0 win. John Duran scores again.
Yeah, definitely a good one from him. probably my man of the match, I'd say. But yeah, man, shoot, Aston Villa stay strong so far.
They're killing it. Morgan Rogers was man of the match. Once again, proving you know his caliber as a player and the signing that he's been, and it's leading Villa right now to the number one spot in the Champions League.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see if they can keep it up as time goes on. They'll play better clubs for sure, but so far so good.
Yeah. Moving on, we had Girona, Slovan Bratislava. Girona finally get a win. Brings them to, I believe, 24th. So right at the cutoff.
Yeah, definitely. Van den Beek came off shoot, late in the game, I think it was. They ended up going to uh I think a 5 in the back at the time just to secure it, but pretty good game. I didn't see too much outside of highlights on this one. But definitely always good to see Donny Van den Beek succeeding, and then Juma as well. Like both of those players.
Yeah. Moving on to the next game, we had Juventus versus Stuttgart. Stuttgart with the late 92nd minute goal to win. Um, and Juventus were with the man down for the last, I believe, 15 minutes, I'd say.
Yeah, it was looking good because they had saved the pen right off the red card. But then, yeah, they come with the last minute winner. Very,
Yeah.
very late, +2. But yeah, definitely a tough one for Juventus. We kind of thought that they would dominate this game. They didn't. Man of the match still went to Mattia Perin from Juventus for the penalty save, but at the end of the day, they got the loss. Vlahovic, I mean, that team that they got over in Juventus needs to be doing better for the standard. I mean, that's it. That's all I can say.
Yeah, just not a good performance. Speaking of not a good performance, we move on to PSG, PSV. PSG absolutely suck right now. Dembele had multiple chances to put the game away. Absolutely shit the bed.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, PSG. I kind of said it. I think I did pick PSV to win this one.
Dude.
But yeah, it's just they don't have it. Obviously, it's you can't. As good as Mbappe is, as good as he played at PSG, just it's not the same. I mean, you had star players that could produce at any given second. Now you're fighting for every chance. Dembele's good. Wouldn't call him a star player. He's probably better than average at times, but definitely not a star player for me.
Yeah, he was completely awful in this game. He had multiple chances to win it and just not produce. Maybe it's because of getting dropped from the team by Luis Enrique. Maybe he's doing it intentionally. I don't know.
And who knows with Dembele, man? Always attitude issues for sure. That's kind of why Barca leaned away from him a bit. Hakimi had a really nice goal. Wasn't too insane. Was a really good strike though, from distance. But
From
definitely should have been a save. He won man of the match as well, I believe.
yeah. We move on to one of the I'd say game of the day, one of the matches of the week. We had Madrid Dortmund. Dortmund take a 2-0 lead, and you can't write out Madrid. You just
You can
can't.
beat the team, but you can't beat the refs and the team. Nah,
They
Vinny had a masterful performance for sure.
world
Um,
class game from Vinny. He played
yeah,
absolutely insane.
I still don't. I still wouldn't say that he deserves the Ballon d'Or, but that performance was Ballon d'Or esque. They're
Yes.
saying he's gonna win it, so got to show out this close. We're, I think, a week away. Actually, probably about 4 days away, I think, right now. So, yeah, we'll see. But if he wins it, I mean, that's all I can say. Don't think it's too much deserved, but guy won it all, so what can he say?
Yeah, that Madrid PR hits different. Just like when Modric won it, PR hits
Yeah,
different.
crazy, huh? Crazy times.
Absolutely.
It's hard to believe that a defender ever will win that award. Yeah, just
But
crazy.
Malin had a really good game as well. Despite the loss, he had the goal and the assist. Um, but yeah, Madrid came back 2-0 or 2-2, and then they take off Malin, and then everything kind of went downhill. Some more, like we said, Vinny was just absolutely insane. Um,
Yeah,
like
went
where
and
is
got
this
a hat
Vinny
trick.
for Brazil?
Yeah, genuinely went and got a hat trick. I think less than 30 minutes, but yeah, definitely was the difference maker there. Um, but yeah, I mean, Dortmund just broke our hearts once again. That's all you could say.
Yeah,
Madrid coming off the loss from Lille. You know, you're wondering. They go down to 0. You're thinking, man, this side might be washed. Bellingham
fraud.
invisible all season so far. The PR is crazy, you know, because now Mbappe's there. He stole the PR from him. But yeah, it's crazy. They still get the win, though. Good one. That was a good one for sure.
Yeah,
Match of the day,
definitely.
potentially match of the week.
Yeah, and we'll move on to our last Tuesday game. Sporting Stormgrass. Victor Gyökeres once again scoring. Telling you, this guy's insane.
Yeah, there's been talks for him to be the next great striker at Man City. Um, you know, there's been talks for this guy to go everywhere over the off season. Nothing concrete happened. Um, I don't know. There's always those couple players that are just so insane, you know, outside of their league and outside of the other leagues. They never end up making the moves to the big leagues, and you know, they just end up having mediocre legacies, I guess you could say, in a sense. But you know, the Pablo Dybalas of my remembrance, that's one I could think of that, you know, what could have been if he came to the Prem or even La Liga.
Good show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that wraps up Tuesday's games. We look on to yesterday's game. Atlanta Celtic ends in a 0-0 draw. Um, not too much from there.
No, definitely. I thought Atalanta was going to win that one. You know, pretty decent game all around. No excitement for sure,
Mm,
but 0-0 draw. Good for Celtic. They needed it.
yeah, dude. Next up, another pretty good game. Brest Leverkusen. Brest keeping it up. They're on it. Florian Wirtz did get the goal. Um, and the man of the match.
Yeah,
But
that was a really good one for sure. Um, I had a feeling that Brest were going to keep it up. I just had this feeling. I saw Leverkusen go up. I was like, oh, no. My prediction is falling short. They come back, they draw. Really good result for them for sure. Poor result for Bayern or Bayer Leverkusen. And yeah, really good performance though from Brest.
yeah, that puts them at 5 right now on the table.
Yeah.
We move on to Lille, Atletico Madrid. Lille, once again, just dogging these Madrid teams.
The Madrid double
Yeah,
at
with the
Madrid
Madrid
for
team.
this one.
Yeah. Julian Alvarez gets his goal early in the game, and they did nothing after that.
Yeah, definitely
Unfortunately,
was a good one. Um, and I'd say Sorloth missed some pretty big chances. I think he had about 2 or 3 massive chances that could have been goals. Absolutely stunk it, subbed off. But yeah, Julian Alvarez, you know, wanted the challenge. He's got it right now. Got a tough challenge ahead of him in the league, in Champions League, all of it. So we'll see what happens from them. But Atletico Madrid are down bad right now after the recent form.
Yeah. Um, as of now, they sit right outside of the of who advances. So
Yeah,
they'll definitely have to pick it up. Um,
definitely unreal performances from Lille.
yeah, Jonathan David double. Um, we move to the next game match of the day. Um, Barcelona Bayern,
What's
absolute masterclass from Rafinha.
Yeah, man of the match performance, unreal, unreal. Yeah, Patrick, the guy just turns to prime R9 in the Champions League. Has been having a good season for Barca, regardless. But it started off really hot. Harry Kane disallowed goal, comes back, gets another goal, but Rafinha starts it off first minute, keeps going. Unreal, unreal win for Barca. You know, unreal win for Hansi Flick, but definitely this one was definitely more one sided than I thought it would be. But, you know, both teams played, I thought, very, very poor defense. Um, Upamecano somehow still
Dog.
in starting lineups at Bayern. Don't think he's maybe as good enough to play those positions in the biggest games. A lot of mistakes from him always. Not necessarily even massive mistakes. He's getting to the right places at times. We saw him last season versus Holland get absolutely cooked. We saw him this time, had a perfect opportunity to stop a goal from Rafinha. Absolutely whiffs it. Why are you not slide tackling? You know, just just poor decisions, poor mistakes. Yeah, somehow he just keeps getting picked.
Yeah, and Kim and Jay had a bit of a stinker as well. Um, they're saying they were trying to say that he got shoved on that second goal that led to the goal. I think that was soft, super
He
soft.
over he under miss timed
He
it,
mistimed the jump.
miscalculated it. Yeah, nothing wrong with that for me.
Yeah, that's a header. You, as a defender, you should be clearing out every single time. There's no way,
Yeah,
especially
yeah,
by Fermin. The fucking dude looks like he's 5'6".
yeah.
But
But
and
yeah,
then
good goal for
also,
Lewandowski.
yeah, well, just Neuer also a bit at fault on that, just coming off his line, way off his line, caught in
Yeah,
no man's land, and then Lewandowski with the easy goal to tap in. But yeah, definitely match of the day. It was a great game from Rafinha. Harry Kane did what he could with the chances he had. One offside, one goal. Um, Olise, I feel like he did not do as much as I thought he could. He was always trying to cut in and take that shot off his left foot. Always getting blocked.
yeah. He's looking for his big Champions League moment for sure. Yeah, Bayern just underwhelming to say the least for sure. I feel like Serge Gnabry's been getting picked a lot. He's been playing well, got the assist, but it's just coming to that point right now. Leroy Sané is not really getting picked a whole bunch. You know, not too sure what's going on, but hasn't been getting picked a ton since Olise's arrival. Serge Gnabry's getting the left side over him every single time. I really thought Thomas Muller would be definitely an impact here. He loves playing against Barca. We know
Yeah,
he's an absolute
completely
freak.
silent.
Love him, but yeah, no impact here. Been
Yeah,
quiet the
no,
last few years though, for sure. He's really older now, so understandable, but still, love to see a banger game from him at some point.
yeah, great game. I will have to say, Musiala also came on a little late. Didn't do much, but
Yeah, definitely.
we move on We have Feyenoord Benfica. 3-1 for Feyenoord. Malambo with the double and the man of the match performance.
I
Good
think I
for
called
him.
Feyenoord on this one too.
Did I?
That was a
I thought
pretty good
Benfica
one.
had it in them.
Yeah, I don't know. I had a feeling about Brest. I was like, you know what? I'm taking the underdogs. I'm feeling underdogs this week. I feel like Barca were definitely the underdogs too. I would have said at the
100%.
beginning. Um, yeah, Brest, Lille were definitely the underdogs. Shakhtar didn't really have a bad game either.
Yeah,
Stuttgart got the win. PSV got the draw. Some really good results for maybe neutrals on most of the days. I'd say some interesting results. But yeah, I really like this Feyenoord one too because Benfica were hot.
yeah. Um, we move on to Man City, Sparta Prague, 5-0 battering. Are we surprised?
Proper, proper for sure. Phil Foden, man of the match. Got to be frustrated at this point. You know, goes, wins Player of the Year as a regular starter. Come back in, you get your job taken basically by Gundogan, who has been really good for Barca, was really good for Barca, but at the same time, I mean, Phil Foden's been unreal every match that he plays in. Definitely was a tough summer for him. Him and Jude Bellingham basically playing the same exact position for 6, 8 games. Definitely was tough. Was in the shadow definitely a lot. Um, just poorly managed. I feel like minutes, especially from the England squad, for a lot of players on that team. But he gets a chance coming off a sickness too to start the season. He's been balling out, getting man of the matches every Champions League game so far. I really, really, really want to shout freaking Matthias Nunes. Guy's been unreal. Last league game against Wolves. This game, guy's been playing unreal. This is what we expected performances in from Calvin Phillips. But here comes Matthias Nunes playing unreal. Guy's got
Yeah,
he's got the skills to pay the bills. He's got the
dude.
mentality. When his name's called, I mean, he never ever disappoints. He's really catching the hot hand right now. I would expect to see him over Kovacic at potential times. It really just depends what Pep's calling for, but he's more of a he kind of likes to drift a bit wide, play that like left mid, left winger role at times.
Yeah, yeah. Nunez goal and 2 assists.
Mm-hmm. Phil Foden goal, Erling Haaland 2 goals, an unreal one I might add. Take you back. Goal against Dortmund. He doesn't score that goal. They're talking about this goal way more because this goal was insane, but the goal against Dortmund that was godlike.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But yeah, good one for them. We move on. Liverpool Leipzig. 1-0 win for Liverpool. Darwin Nunez with the goal.
Yeah, Darwin Nunes gets the goal. Um, Leipzig, no real life there. I don't understand. So much of a sense is why Xavi Simmons, decided that that's where he wanted to stay. I mean, I get the experience. PSG obviously needs someone. I mean, they're quite disgusted. I'm not sure why they haven't sold them. But yeah, I mean, Liverpool put out an absolute squad regardless. Gravenberch, unreal. Super Sly, unreal. Gakpo's been playing really, really well. Um, but yeah, just nothing from Leipzig. Unfortunately, I always do root for them a bit because the pro club squad throwback kits for Leipzig, so always try to root for them a bit, but definitely not the best result heading into a big weekend as a hate watcher.
But yeah, Travis Simmons did go down with an injury. They said it doesn't look good, but we don't know yet. We'll probably find out tomorrow.
Yeah.
And Kelleher had a great game. Nice saves. I think he won man of the match based off that.
It was Tomiskas that won man of the match. But yeah, definitely still good saves in there. A couple times could have been equalized.
Yeah, we got good game for Liverpool. Good win for them. We move on to Salzburg, Dynamo Zagreb, 2-0 win or 2-0 win for Dynamo.
I like that one too. Salzburg are just in the trenches right now. Can't find a win anywhere. Dynamo, really good play. Always do fairly decent against the average teams. And Salzburg, in the poor form they're in, just got taken advantage of for sure.
Yeah, not help as well when your keeper gets red card.
Yeah.
But yeah, we move on to the last game. Inter Young Boys. Some of us were expecting a battering, but the goal didn't come till the 93rd minute. Arnautovic also had a penalty that he missed.
Yeah, I'd say, man. I'd say, yeah, for sure. Inter expected to be dominant performance. Nicolo Barella, man of the match. Expected from him. They always play a really good back five. That's like a back three at times. Benjamin Pavard, quiet in global news, but he's always really, really solid for club Division 2. They always have an unreal defense. But yeah, I mean, definitely expected to see maybe a 3-0 at least. Taremi's been a good goal scorer, well deserved, well earned name, goal scorer. But yeah, Lautaro Martinez, came on late 61st minute for Arnautovic. Marcus Thuram came on as well for Taremi. Benjamin Pavard came off. A couple good subs. They got some good playing time, though. Got the win. That's all that really matters. So it's good to see them, doing what they do. But I do not want to see them in a, knockout stage quite early. They'd be very, very tough to get past.
Yeah. But yep, that wraps up our Champions League week.
2 more weeks, I think, to the next one.
Sadly, and of
Yeah,
course we had
it's 2 more.
Europa League, Europa Conference League. We'll move on.
You just okay. I'm surprised you didn't bring it up because your team. Anthony did freaking, I think,
Here's
rupture his
Achilles.
Achilles. Yeah, awful. I think he was on for like 14 minutes, if that. Tottenham get the 1-0 win. Chelsea get the 4-0 or 4-1 win. It's a bit odd, isn't it? Let's
Mudryk
see.
Masterclass.
Mudryk had a masterclass. That's unreal.
Masterclass.
But yeah. Yeah, was a good day for Chelsea for sure. Good day for Tottenham. Not a great day for Man United. Jose Mourinho prefers not to speak. 2024 edition. But also, he said next place he's coming, England, for a club that doesn't play that doesn't play any UEFA competitions. That would be crazy if he really did that. I'm sure it was just for talk, but he did say it. Gotta bring it up. Love Jose Mourinho.
Onana played really well.
Double save
Double
was
save.
unreal. Had Mourinho seeing ghosts,
He's
but yeah, definitely. It was definitely a good post match presser. If you could go watch it, go watch it. It's probably on YouTube. Absolutely just obliterating. Guys always seem so serious. Him and Pep, for me, they're always just like they're the funniest dudes on commentary, as well as Roy Hodgson too. Like Roy Hodgson, we're taking a piss. One of those. But Jose Mourinho and Pep are always like so serious but sarcastic at the same time.
Sarcastic, yeah.
Yeah, Jose Mourinho. It's like, oh yeah, good for the ref. He's got really good eye vision. He could see the penalties box, and then his other eyes facing me on the bench. I'm like, dude, that guy's going crazy. But yeah, he'll probably get some fines or something. I'm assuming. We'll see, but love to see him in a good post match presser.
But yeah, we move on to Premier League weekend.
This is the Premier League. It's gonna be a banger weekend. Start us off.
We get our rare Friday game, and it's a good one. We got Leicester, Forest at the King Power Stadium. I think Forest takes it, but it's not going to be an easy game. I'm thinking like a 1-0 win.
Could see it. I like this one for sure. This one is two teams that are playing better than anyone expected them to this very point. Both teams don't really score too many goals. I'm liking this one though for a banger. I'm liking this one for like a 3-2. I'm gonna go Forest still. I think they're still missing some stuff, but Ward Prowse will be back in, which will be huge for them. I think they got it down to a one-match ban with a part of an appeal. I don't know. He might not be back, but I think he is back. Ryan Yates has been playing really, really well for Forest.
Yeah.
Alonga played all right. They're still kind of missing Gibbs White, but they still played really, really well. Jota Silva, I've been saying for weeks this guy is up next. He played so well when he came on. I'm hoping he gets the start here. I'm also hoping for a Jamie Vardy absolute worldie or something to take me back. This should be a really, really good one. I like Forest, though. I'm going to go 3-2 win in an absolute classic.
Yeah. I'm thinking maybe a nice Chris Wood goal.
Chris Wood goal. Yes. I would like to see Awoniyi back, too, man. The guy's fiending. You could tell when he comes on the pitch, he wants a goal badly. Yeah. This is a really good one. I'm juiced for that one. I'm juiced.
Yeah, should be. But yeah, let's kick it off Saturday morning. Let's go. Aston Villa, Bournemouth, 7 a.m. kickoff. At Villa Park, I expect Villa to keep on the amazing form they're on. I know Bournemouth just beat Arsenal, but I'm going like a 2-0 win for Villa here.
Yeah, I could agree with that one for sure. I think Villa are just too good right now. They haven't really gave us any signs of letting up too much. They haven't had the shocking result, I'd say. They've had the draw, after being hot, but they haven't had the shocking result yet. And so far, it doesn't seem like they're gonna. They're very, very deep right now. They got rid of what I thought was, a couple I wasn't able to understand their Zaniolo picks quite often. They're not really playing with real wingers these days. Outside of Leon Bailey, John McGinn, not really. He's a mid, like a right mid that, comes inside, comes outside, kind of just roams wherever. But I really like Aston Villa right now. Morgan Rogers is unreal. John Duran, unreal. Ollie Watkins, always, in the form of his life these past few seasons. I like Aston Villa, probably like a 2-0, like you said.
Like it. Next up, we got Brentford, Ipswich, at the G-Tech. I don't know. I think Ipswich finally win it. Finally get the first win.
I'm not too sure. I'm feeling a Brentford bashing on this one. I'm feeling like a 4-0 Brentford, just because they were so hot. They've been so hot lately with the early goals. I know they didn't get necessarily the result they wanted last week, but I just think they're going to go off. I think they're ready for it. I'm going 4-0 Brentford.
Statement. That
That'd
would
be a
be
statement
nice if
win.
Embuemo gets a bunch of goals because he will be getting the start
Yeah,
or me.
that's crazy.
But yeah, I think they'll Ipswich pull it off.
Potentially.
We move on. We got Brighton Wolves. I think this game has some real potential to be a cracker of a game
Me too. I'm liking this one.
at the
This is
American
my
Express
one of my
Stadium.
potential match of the weeks, the sleeper match of the weeks.
Yeah,
One of them.
you know what? I'm gonna say it too. I think Wolves can win first game.
Me too. Me too. I'm thinking it too.
I honestly think just because they haven't been playing bad. Like
No,
we've seen
it's
them play.
screaming. Yeah.
This is screaming. Hwang Hee-chan is out. They're saying till mid-November. Um, I think Sam Johnson as well is out.
That's been their problem too.
Yeah,
That guy. But Danny Welbeck should be in.
yeah. They're saying, but still, not too sure. João Pedro is out. James Miller's out. I think Sully March is out as well. So maybe all these injuries, if, especially if Danny Welbeck doesn't play, who knows? Maybe Wolves take advantage of that, come away with the win. This is the perfect game for them.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, they're screaming for it. Wolves are screaming for it. Crazy thing is, I've seen nonsense on Twitter, maybe about thinking about sacking the coach. I don't think it's even at all close to it. They play unreal football at times. They have the freaking experience. Guys like Craig Dawson at the back. They got Strand Larson, who's been absolutely unreal for me as of late. Hasn't been, scoring a lot or too much, but he's been doing the right things. Mario Lamina, always solid in that midfield. Tommy Doyle's been playing pretty decent. I think Matthias Cunha needs to do a little bit more work. He's kind of their go-to guy right now. And then Hwang Hee-chan, I mean, he's been out. Hasn't really been what we saw last season. Gonçalo Guedes as well, needs to step up too. But I'm liking Wolves for this one. I'm liking the sleeper one. I think they could win it. I think it would end up being like a 1-0 if they do win it. If not, I think Brighton might run away a bit with it and like a 3-1.
Oh, let's hope. But yeah, should be a good game. We move on to Man City, Southampton at the Etihad. I have no
Crazy.
words, but pray for Southampton.
Pray for Southampton.
I
All we're gonna
swear,
do
if
is
Holland
throw
doesn't score a hat trick, I'm done. I'm done with this guy. I'm dropping him.
That's crazy. No, yeah, I mean he could put on a good performance here. Doku has been out. Jack Grealish was out. Um, De Bruyne is starting or not starting, but he's back in training. Could potentially see some game time here. I'm still expecting Foden to get on the pitch to start this one. Uh, he's been playing unreal. I mean, that's really all there is to say about it. Um, this is a game I feel like Pep should feel. If you want to give Foden the chance to get back in the squad in the Prem, this would be a really good one because Southampton don't do a lot of right things. They play a lot of defense. They're going to need someone who's good with compactness in the midfield. That's definitely Phil Foden. Nathan Ake got some time back in the Champions League. Finally, been out for such a while. Rico Lewis though has been my surprise of the season. Guy's taking about every game from Kyle Walker right now. It's quite mad. I don't expect it to last all season though. I'm probably, he's getting a lot of good time right now. He's getting a lot of good experience. But when we need to ramp it up for the title race, I fully expect to see Kyle Walker back in. Haven't seen too much of a Kanji either right now. You know, I think it's just more of a sense that John Stones has been playing quite well. Ruben Diaz quite well as well. But Akanji has been huge for us last season, for his international team as well. So we'll see what happens. Oscar Bob expecting to return January, February-ish, so we're pretty close to that as well. But yeah, I'm fully expecting Erling Haaland here. Yeah. Pep said if whenever Haaland can't go, he's starting John Stones up top. That'd be mental. I don't think he's doing that, but he did say it.
I don't know. Never tell with that guy.
Yeah, he's a freak.
Yeah. But we move on to our final Saturday game. We have Everton Fulham at Goodison Park. I am expecting a Fulham win, and I think they should be winning comfortably here.
I'm going to go the opposite way. I'm going to say this is a banger. I'm going to say this is a really, really close one, and I think Everton take it. Even though Fulham are red hot, I think Everton, they're coming back. We see it every season. There's a reason they've never been relegated. There's a reason. As much as you as a Chelsea fan hate to admit this, they have culture. And it might not be so apparent these last couple years, but there is an absolute reason. Sean Dyche, he's not going down. He ain't going down. There's no way. He's not getting this club relegated. This is Everton of all teams. They've got a squad. They do. They got a squad that could stay. I think they're very underrated. They haven't been playing well, obviously, but we know they could play well. I really, really like Fulham, and as much as I hate to say I think they might lose, I think they might lose.
All I know is Fulham have not lost to Everton in the last 6 games with 4 wins and 2 draws.
It's all right. That means they're due. That means Everton's due.
You sound like a gambler. You said, I'm due.
Yeah. No, I like this one for Everton at home. So, that's what I'm going Everton. I'm going Everton like 2-1.
2-1 Fulham.
It's good enough. I'm looking at this Sunday slate, nothing but bangers.
Yeah, we move
nothing
in
but bangers.
to Sunday kickoff. We got Chelsea Newcastle. Should be an absolute banger. I don't see why we don't win this comfortably. 2-0 win for Chelsea. Come on, you Blues.
I don't know about comfortably, but I do expect a Chelsea win as well. I'm thinking maybe 3-2. I'm liking a really good banger for this one. Newcastle haven't been really able to score lately, but they do always play good defense. Chelsea, you never know. You're either going to get the Chelsea that's like clicking on all angles, or you're going to get the Chelsea that's struggling. Cole Palmer's quiet. Freaking they're subbing on 4 wingers in one game. I don't know. I'm going to go Chelsea, though. I'm going to go 3-2. Absolute banger, hopefully.
Yeah. Well, interesting if Mudryk gets to start after that staying game.
He has to after this masterclass.
Yeah. He had 2 assists, 1 goal. Was everywhere. I feel like he deserves it.
100%, he earned it. Hasn't been in the squad past couple times. We've been wondering what's the deal. They have such a large squad, but Pedro Neto's been quiet for me. Madueke cooled down. He went out, had a master class, deserves it. I don't know. Chelsea they're still in that gray area. They're up there, but they're not, like, they can't beat a Liverpool. They probably can't beat an Arsenal. I really don't know if they could even beat, like, dare I say, a freaking Tottenham.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm just saying, that it's not so apparent, because it's still you never know what you're gonna get. Like imagine you catch Tottenham on one of their hot weeks and Chelsea's on a Cole Palmer's quiet week. That's really just it right now. The inconsistency is a lot better than it was, or it's a lot, less. There's a lot less inconsistency than there was, but there's still some inconsistency for sure. But I like Chelsea for that one either way.
I like it. We'll move on. Palace, Tottenham, at Selhurst Park. It's a nice little London derby.
Always love the Selhurst Park matches. Watching them on TV, pitch is always gorgeous. Always a good atmosphere. I'm gonna go Tottenham though. Palace still down bad, playing not so great ball, relying on Eze, but I definitely want to see a Jean-Philippe Mateta and Eddie Nketiah front two of some sorts. Maybe even if it's like I said, like I've been saying, a 10 role for Nketiah and in the top for Mateta.
Yeah. They gotta mix it around so something clicks, but I don't think it's gonna be this game. I think Tottenham should win comfortably.
Yeah.
Palace still have not recorded a single win, and probably not this week either, because Tottenham are 5-0 in their last 5 games against Crystal Palace. Don't
Unfortunate
say
for
it.
sure. No,
You gambler, you
could mean
degenerate.
they're due.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
but go for
Alright.
it.
We move on to West Ham, Man United, at the London Stadium. Some questionable stuff has been said already. Apparently, Missouri will be playing at the number 10 role for this game. Per Ten Hag.
It's gonna be a weird one for sure. But you know what? There's been tons of players that come to the Premier League as 10 roles, go to fullback. So why not the opposite? Why not the opposite? I mean, it's just quite weird how that transition happens. Like we had it with Sergio Gomez at Man City. Guy was a 10 role, a winger, transformed to fullback. Now he's freaking back in La Liga, like bossing it up, almost in the freaking assist race, or he's in the assist race. I think it's like number 3. He's absolutely bossing it up in the midfield and on the wing. But we had him playing fullback. Al Mizrahi, Bayern fullback, would do like a false back at times too. But now he's going to go play the 10 role. Honestly, sometimes you got to make something like this. It happens for players. We've seen it happen for players before. He's definitely going to get one of those out of position FIFA cards at some point this season after this. But either way, I mean, I'm interested to see. It's either going to be really awful or it's going to be a banger, and they're going to stick with it a bit. But Christian Eriksen, for me, must start in that Man United midfield.
Yeah. Just to see of who will get paired with him.
Yeah, for sure.
But we move on to.
I'm going to go West Ham, though.
I like it. I think. I think West Ham will scrape by like a 2-1 win.
Yeah.
And we got it. I wonder what games. Our final game for Sunday, our match of the week. We got Arsenal Liverpool at the Emirates. Should be a cracker, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to be a tune in. I'm going to watch that one for sure right now. Unfortunately, over some NFL football for a majority. I'm definitely watching that one. That is the hate watch match of the week. Can both teams lose? I mean, I guess a draw would be both teams losing the best, but if both teams somehow lost, unreal hate watch. That's like a hate watch dream if they could both lose. But I'll take a draw. Probably, I'm thinking after the performances during the week, Liverpool should take it. But I'm really, really hoping it ends in a draw. I hope Arteta plays disgusting haram ball, and I hope that I don't know, mate. Yeah, that's gonna be a banger to watch, hopefully. And I hope by banger I mean an absolute snooze fest, so I can, love it. But either way, I can't wait to see that one for sure.
Yeah, Odegaard's still out. California will probably miss it. Saliba suspended. Saka, they're saying he'll still be out.
Yeah, and then we go into a break again, a short little 1 weeker. Nothing too crazy, but we go into a short little break. Those will be the final games until November 9th. Saturday slate we'll have. But yeah, it'll be a good one either way. I'm really liking what I'm seeing this entire week. Like I said, it was a really good week for football. Hopefully, the Prem games are insane. Would hate to see a bunch of draws or low scoring games. Definitely want to keep it up from the Champions League because the Champions League held up. I'll tell you that.
We got games next week. I think you're tripping.
No, we don't. Saturday, September 9th. I'm sorry, November 9th.
I'm seeing November 2nd games.
Where are you seeing November 2nd games?
But I'm seeing them right here. Newcastle, Arsenal.
Let me refresh my page. Newcastle, Arsenal.
Yeah.
Nah, mate, that's got to be the EFL.
No, it doesn't say EFL. It says Premier League. I mean, there is EFL Cup games this midweek.
Nah, mate, there ain't no way. I'm looking at it right now. I'm about to pull up my calendar that I have installed on my phone. What is going on? Why is it not on the website?
I have no idea.
But yeah, I do see what you're talking about. That's weird. I really thought the international break was that soon again.
Yeah, but you're tripping. Yeah, there's some great games already for next week.
Look at this,
But
though. Hold on, watch.
he's tripping. He's tripping.
Look at. You can see my screen or no?
Yeah, I can see. Let's go down.
What? Okay, wait.
See, this
Watch
guy's
this, though.
tripping.
No, watch this, though. Watch this, though.
This guy's tripping.
Look at this.
I don't know, buddy.
Watch, and then I refresh. And then watch, look. Okay. I don't know. It was that browser for some reason was throwing me off. But I knew there was another international break coming fairly soon. But yeah, that was pretty crazy. Okay, guess not. But I know there's some bangers next week too.
No, yeah, because after the November 10th games, then we go on international break
Okay.
for
November 10th.
and then we'll be back the 23rd.
Yeah, the only bad thing about this season that I'm not really caring for is I think there was November 23rd games last year, which was like a day that like it just felt like it was on the break, like on the Christmas break. But I think it's the 22nd this year. There's no one like right on Christmas. It's right after Christmas, Boxing Day, and freaking the Man City game's at 4:30 in the morning. I'm gonna lose it. So that one's gonna be a tough one for me, but I will be there.
You'll be there.
But that's going to be a crazy Thursday for sure.
Jeez, yeah.
God, I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm just looking at it right now. I can't wait.
But that's all so far.
Well, that's all we got for this episode. We'll be back. Erling Haaland leading the Golden Boot race still. Bukayo Saka, assist leader. Cole Palmer and Mo Salah right behind him. Brian Mbeumo and Cole Palmer back in the Golden Boot race. There's always someone sprinkling their way into the Golden Boot race. Brian Mbeumo, number 2, tied with Cole Palmer right now. Last year we saw Hwang Hee-chan up there, Jared Bowen up there. I mean, geez, Liam Delap's up there, Chris Woods up there, Danny Welbeck. If I told you Danny Welbeck was going to be the Golden Boot race was in the Golden Boot race 3 seasons ago, you would have fucking told me I'm losing my mind.
Losing your marbles.
But yeah, definitely a good one. Can't wait. Ruben Diaz. Can't wait for that guy to boss up the defense. John Stones. John Stones. If he does not retire at my club, there's problems. There's problems. I think I'm going to throw on some highlights after this.
Reminisce.
I think I'm not John Stone's highlights. Well, I was thinking, as weird as it is, I was thinking about a Barclays, man, for the next episode when we do just Prem. Really liking Fellaini. Saw like a little clip highlight on Twitter the other day. Kind of want to throw some of his highlights on. Freaking unreal at times, but the afro reminiscing. Yeah, just reminiscing on the afro for sure. But yeah, we'll see. That's all I got. Any final thoughts, comments, anything? He says, come on, Chelsea. His final thoughts are always, come on, Chelsea, or come on, you Blues. Something along those lines. Either way, we will be there. Okay. Let me see here. Let me try to find a crazy stat real quick. Not necessarily crazy. What do you think the fewest points ever in a Premier League season was? In one whole season, fewest points ever.
Isn't it like 15?
No, it's lower.
Fuck.
And who 10? Do you think it was? It was 11. Who do you think it was?
It was... What was it? Was it West Brom?
No. It was Derby County, 2007-2008, 11 points. Maybe West Brom did have 15 points in a season. I'm not sure. But I see, like, in the stats section, I came to, like, records, and I just saw a bunch of crazy ones. So, like, I wanted to find a crazy one. That was probably the closest one. We all know Man City got the most goals in the season. Yeah. Fewest clean sheets in a season was Sheffield last year. That's crazy.
Broke a record.
Worst Premier League goal difference in a season. What do you think it is?
-35.
No. Worse.
Not even close? Oh, God.
Not even close.
Is it double?
It's just about double.
Jesus, like 58?
More.
64?
It's 69 from Derby County, 2007-2008, and tied with Sheffield from last season. -69 goal differential.
That's absolutely insane.
Yeah. Those are good ones, though, for sure. I'm going to have to take a look at this one again, do some research. I'm coming back with good ones. I'm not even going to look them up. I'm going to tell Taylor to go on this, pick two of them, and we'll try it for the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll try it for the next one. But that's a good one. That's ball knowledge right there. That's how we learn it.
All knowledge.
Yeah. But definitely sounds good. I also was reminiscing a lot this week on Nottingham Forest. Going back, what a club they were. Unreal run from them. Winning, back to back Champions League, European, Europe Championship, back to back, and then just falling off the earth from the competition all in general, in the 2 season span. Nottingham Forest were a massive club. They're still a massive club, but not as of late. Still, they're one of those teams that I hope to see back up there one day. Always got, a little bit of a passion for that club just because they always seem to be underdogs, but I think they're here to stay in the Prem, and I think they could have a really long run for them. That's all I got.
Yeah. All we got.
We're
Thank you,
kicking
everyone.
it with Gab
And Chuch.
N Chuch.